welcome to Titanium Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Aquarius, okay? So this is going to be for any placement in your chart with Aquarius, okay? If you have any planets in your chart under Aquarius, welcome. If not, welcome as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out, okay? And if you are a cross-watcher, I welcome you with open arms because heaven knows I was a cross-watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now, the way I work is that I first pull cards from the Radlech Valentine Fairy Tarot deck, then I clarify those with Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle, and finally, if I need any further clarification, I use Sylvia Netzer's Mirrored Truth Lenormand deck. And I would like to remind you that we all have an intuition, and it is key that we learn how to use it because it helps us not only in tarot readings, but in our life in general. So if you're interested, check that out. I do that. I drop videos about that on Monday. So with that being said, let's get into your cards, okay? My Aquarius says, I'm never quite sure how the ending of your word, how the ending of Aquarius is. Is it Aquarius's or Aquariusi? I don't know. I think it's Aquarius's, but we shall see. Okay. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides. Ooh. 8 of spring in the reverse. Yeah. Fire! Well, spring represents wands, and wands represent fire. So, with the Hermit at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Star, which is an Aquarius card, followed by the Chariot, which is a Cancer card. I think Hermit is Virgo, Star is Aquarius, and the Chariot is Cancer. What the? Okay. Why? Okay, you know what's coming like off the bat? For some reason, I'm thinking of Shameless, the TV show. I don't know why. I will share it here. I just started watching the last season like yesterday. It's really good. Okay, so please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share it. Nice. Okay, we got the 9 of winter in the reverse. I approve. Like I have anything to say in the matter, but I do approve, which is interesting because you have the 2 of winter at the bottom of the deck and the 4 of summer, the 8 of winter, and the Empress. Okay, no more pulling of cards. No. Okay. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Oi. And you got the sun pointing towards the left. The left. I don't know if this was because of habit or if this was because of actually thinking about that song, which is To the Left by Beyonce. Beyoncé. To the left. Oh no, it's actually irreplaceable. The song is irreplaceable. Nothing at all to you. Maybe I can share, maybe I won't shed a tear for you. 'Cause the truth of the matter is, something. It's so easy. To the left. To the left. Everything you own is in the box to the left. To the left. Don't you ever for a second get to thinking you're irreplaceable. That was shitty vocals, but whatever. Since I'm not sure. Okay, I'm gonna get back to the reading. Or else I could sing all day long. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides. Anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, I'm being silly, please come forward and share what they should expect. And you got the 9 of Autumn with the Prince of Autumn at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. Since I'm not your everything, why don't I be nothing at all to you? Baby, I won't shed a tear for you. 'Cause the truth of the matter is, replacing you is so easy. Okay, to the left. Or easy. So easy. To the left. Okay. Back to this reading. Okay, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week by clarifying why the 8 of Spring, the Hermit, the Star, and the Chariot are here. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share why the 8 of Spring, is that the one? Yep. The 8 of Spring, the Hermit, okay. Please, angels and guides, clarify why the 8 of Spring is in the reverse with the Hermit, the Star, and the Chariot. Please. Pretty please. And you got the Singer of Courage with the Glankner at the bottom of the deck. Well, this guy, when I see it, my first reflex is, go, leave, you asshole. But in reality, we need this guy sometimes to, for things to turn out well in our life. It's a little counterintuitive, but it works. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week by clarifying why the 9 of winter, is it the 9 or the 10? It's the 9. By clarifying why the 9 of winter is here, followed by the 2 of winter. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share why the 9 of winter is here in the reverse, followed by the 2 of winter in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share. And you got Topsy Turvets with the Guardian at the gate. Waka! You know what that reminded me of? Something that you would hear in like the Mario Brothers video games. Or like the old school Mario. Or the Nintendo, like the small, like Nintendo DS. The one that you can have in like the palm of your hand, walk around with. I don't know, the Twitch, the dual thing, the newer version of Nintendo. I know there were a couple ones. In any case, okay, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share why the sun is here pointing towards the left. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses. Ooh. And you got the birth mother in the reverse. Okay. With the soul shrinker at the bottom of the deck. Why? Why? Okay, well, I have to read it first. But seriously, why? I don't like reading cards like that. I don't, but I have to. It's my job. Well, it's not my job, but it's what I like to do. Okay. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good, and I have no idea what I'm doing. No, I do know what I'm doing, but I haven't said it the right way. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and clarify why the 9 of autumn is here, followed by in the upright. Okay, 9 of autumn, upright, and the Prince of Autumn in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. And you got 2 cards. You got, well, okay, I'm confused now. Was that in the reverse or was that upright? Calm down. We come. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share why the 9 of autumn is here in the upright, followed by the Prince of Autumn in the upright as well. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share why the 9 of autumn is followed by the Prince of Autumn, both in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. And you got, that nerve. With Mike the Mayomancer at the bottom of the deck. Love, unity. Spirit dance off. Nah. Okie dokie. And here we go. So first card you guys got was the Eight of Spring in the reverse. Now the Eight of Spring talks of stress that comes from having, why is this here? Okay, so the Eight of Spring talks of having too much going on, stress that comes from having too many things happening at once. Okay, successful multitasking, sudden event or changes. This is in the reverse, so if this is being occupied, this is being hella bored. Not having enough to do. Being like, I'm bored out of my skull. Just saying. Then you have the Hermit, which talks of being a mentor, having or being a mentor. Taking a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. So maybe you're not keeping yourself that busy so that you can concentrate on your inner world, not your outer world, but your inner world. And let me tell you, okay, the best way to fix your outer world is by fixing your inner world first. Okay? Now, the next card you got, and one of the reasons why you want to fix your inner world first is the Star card, okay? And the Star card talks of look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from troubled times. Now, why is it important to change your inner world before you change your outer world? Here is because it's basically saying that you are having happy changes that bring relief from troubling times. But trouble, okay, generally, you attract trouble, or trouble comes to you, depending on how you view this. Trouble comes and finds you because you are emanating the same vibration as this trouble. No. Yes. It's sad but true. You want to get away from this trouble? Stop vibrating at the same frequency. And the only way that you can figure out what frequency you're emitting, what frequency you're putting out there into the world, and that is bringing you so much shit, is by doing the inner work. Okay? There's no two ways about it. I'm sorry. Okay? Next, you got the Chariot. And the Chariot talks of forward movement, success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight, movement forward, a Cancer card. Yes. So, it's talking moving forward. And you'll only be able to achieve that movement forward through bravery, sublimation of fear, and moral strength. So, all these things will be done when you have inner strength, inner and moral strength. Okay, as well as clear sight. Well, you need to see where you're freaking going to actually move the chariot in the right direction, no? Yeah. Now, the next set of cards is, what am I doing? The Nine of Winter in the reverse, which talks of having founded fears. Well, yeah. having founded fears, but your fears okay, so you have founded fears, except you're focusing on the best case scenarios, and because of that focus on the best case scenarios, you want to make sure that all your exits are covered, all of your possible like crevices, or all your base, all of the things that might go awry to be checked and to be thought of beforehand, so as to avoid them going awry as shit be going down. Okay. Allowing worry to grow, but because you are making sure to check all of your possible problematic situations, okay? You are avoiding worry, and you are stopping it from growing out of proportion to what the problem is. See, when I had my accident, okay, one of the things that my father did was teach me, when I was impulsive, okay, my father taught me how to manage my impulsivity. And that was for in the case that I was impulsive, right? One time the impulsivity made me go on okay, it was I was in university, and the teacher had given us an assignment, and the assignment was to go get lost in the part of town where the university was. Not to get actually lost, but to just get, like, go far enough so that you forget, you don't have any more, like, des repères. You don't have any more, like, landmarks that you can recognize. And I went on this walk, but my phone, like, map was not well calibrated, so it took me off on this long route, and I had to call one of my classmates and be like, dude, I'm totally lost. I, like, got out of the way, and I don't think I'll be able to get back to class in time. So, what are we gonna do? I was like 30 minutes away from school. That is a part of impulsivity. So that is why I had to create, like, methods to get back to methods so that I can find my way back to, like, to not go awry, and to actually have methods in which I could save myself, you know. Yes. So that's what I wanted to say. Now, so, but you might have put methods in place to avoid being, to go off track from what you want to create. What is in the way? Ah, that is in the way. Okay. So, you might not be completely, like, okay, so this says indecision is holding you back. Indecision in regards to your possible deficiency. For example, like, I don't know, you could be scared, you know, you could be scared because of, it's a daunting task I'm gonna use my example. Okay, the getting lost in town by yourself is kind of daunting, and it could be scary, which it was. Okay, and I'm guessing you're like, what do I do? What should I do? I don't know what to do. And maybe a little bit of analysis paralysis. You're like, I don't know, should I actually do the activity? Or should I stay in place? Or should I go with a group? Or should I do this and that? And then I was like, you know what? Nay, I'm gonna go by myself. And if I get lost, I'm gonna get lost. So I just I jumped head first into the activity. I completely got lost. And the next class, the teacher had me go in front and talk about my impulsivity and the fact that I was a little off kilter with my head trauma, because it's an actual thing. Okay, not a lot of people have it. Well, actually, there's like TBIs happen, especially to sports players who have a lot of impact sports like hockey, soccer, football. I could think of tennis, but the possibility, I don't know. I've never heard of concussions in tennis. But hockey, soccer, football, basketball, definitely. So you might be stuck between a rock and a hard place, wanting to please the teacher, but having to also think of what is safer for me to do. Yeah, I'm using that same example. And the two cards that came out for this were topsy-turvets. You need to change the viewpoint, look at the situation a little differently in order to, you know, come out of it better. As well as the guardian at the gate, which is when you do look at the situation differently and you do get out of it with a whole new perspective, that new perspective will allow you to get to a whole new level of life, basically. Because this card says passage to new life, openings, gatekeepings. Okay. And I always say this with new life, when you move up to a whole new level of life. Okay, I always say this in my readings. Yes, you're looking forward to this new level, but it's new territory. You don't know what the hell to expect. So, for a time being, maybe you're gonna feel like the sun ain't shining. I'm hearing, I heard you say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, my girl, my girl. Talking about my girl, my girl. Hey. Say, what can make me feel this way? Okay. The Sun card says plans that work out perfectly. Well, to me, cards pointing towards the right mean that they are happening slowly or they happen in the past. So, like I said, passage to new life always asks for a moment of transition, of getting used to, of being able to, you know, to get used to that whole new level of life and to take advantage of it. Okay? So that's what this means. Life is not happening as fast as you would want it to be. You know, things aren't happening as you might wish them to. And the reason for that is the birth mother in the reverse. Now, the birth mother in the reverse talks of, there we have it, of difficulty giving and difficulty giving and or receiving nurturing. As well as the soul shrinker. Now this guy talks of cruelty, malice, gossip, curses, destruction, and blessings. Now, what I think is that this difficulty at this point in time in your life is actually a blessing if you look at it. You know, maybe at the moment it might not seem that way, but later down the line it definitely will. If you have enough presence to see it. Okay, next you have the Nine of Autumn. Now the Nine of Autumn is reward yourself for your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. Now, what did I say about difficult times? That they always happen to be like afterwards, when you're looking back at it, you're like, oh, well, I'm happy I went through that then. Okay, because it helped me, because it's definitely helping me now. Okay. I don't know why that sassy bit came out, but whatevs. Okay. And so once you do take charge and see that there is actually a blessing in that tough times that you went through actually gave birth to a blessing. Once you do that, you will attract a Prince of Autumn into your reality. Now, a Prince of Autumn doesn't necessarily have to be male or female. It just means that this person's energy is dependable, protective, chivalrous, and humorous. Okay, it says cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. Okay. And now you are attracting that because of, oh, that gnome, breaking of a habit. You broke a habit. You broke a habit. It is now a non-habit. It says trickster, creativity, chaos, wild gifts, breaking habits and patterns. You broke free of something. And that is why you now are able to see small clues everywhere. Small clues, details everywhere, the messages everywhere. Patience. So you broke a pattern and you became patient. And because of all that, you are now able to attract the Prince of Autumn, a very dependable, protective, chivalrous, and humorous individual. Doesn't have to be a guy. Just has to be. I'm just talking of energy. Okay. So, with that being said, my gorgeous Aquariuses, I wish you guys all a very good week. Oh, what am I saying? That is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below. and it'll be my pleasure to help. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all, okay? And with that being said, my gorgeous Aquariuses, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I will see you next time, alright? Bye!